Welcome back. We're working on Gem Wars. Let me show that the music is now set up with a rudimentary system right now. Hey, Peter. Mario tats, are these new? Yeah, on my left arm I went for a left turn, and so I've done all old school video game stuff. So like I've got like the mushroom, and the guy on the top is the cloud guy. And then it drops down to like a Link and a Mega Man and the Bust-a-Bubble, some Tetris, the Fallout guy. So yeah. Okay, so that's working right. When we play open, it will just start picking up the music. So what we want to do is in Gem Wars, on my base audio manager, I want to have a number of these coroutines, and then also the audio object that it is that's operating. So we want to have a protected dictionary of a GUID, of a Okay, so what I want to do here is we're going to make a new class called a audio manager playing VM. And in this, I want to have a coroutine called a coroutine. I want to have a base, audio object SO called an audio object. So I could just do this as a collection of my audio manager playing VMs, called it a call it like that, audio object playing VM, audio object playing like that. And we want to say that that is a new list of audio object playing VM. Okay. And so here you want to do a audio objects playing dot add this coroutine. And we don't need this to be asynchronous here. This needs to be a new VM where my coroutine is this. My audio object is audio object. Same thing here. Now, this delay is already baked into this object, right? No. It's when you invoke it here. And now in my coroutine, we could do something that makes it fade out. But let's worry about that in a little bit. Because now when this is all done, I want to do a audio objects plane dot remove. And the one we want to get is the audio object dot get hash code is equal to my audio object dot get hash code. And then if my audio object plane does not equal to null, then I want to do a audio objects plane dot remove my audio object plane. Because then what I could do is I could introduce a new function in here called public virtual void called, why don't these have virtual on them? That's really bizarre. Stop music. And I want to do my music audio objects equals my audio objects plane dot where my audio object dot audio object type is equal to music to list for each var music audio object in music audio objects. We're going to have a bool in here called is fading out. Okay, which means that down here, this is where you're setting your volume adjustment. So here, if my second, because this is fading out is on your VM, right? And that contains an instance to your coroutine, so that's not what we want. So what we want is this to be on the audio object. But we want to have a protected virtual, no, just a protected bool called is fading out. And then I want to add on here a new public virtual void fade out, which is going to be is fading out equals true. And then we're going to do a public bool is fading out. And I want to do a get of my is fading out. Now, you're not creating instances of these, right? So what that means is hold on one second. So that means that everywhere where I'm doing my play audio object here, I want to do a var audio object equals a scriptable object factory dot create object GUID of type audio object music game SO. And then I want to do an audio, we need to do the init, which is this. And this is the audio object that I send. But I almost want to do this in the game audio manager. We'll do it over here. So you've only got two. Then I want to do a var instance equals a scriptable object factory dot create object GUID of my audio object. This is wrong because we want this to be of a type. So that way it doesn't break. And then we play our instance. We're going to do the same thing here. Like that. And so now in my play object coroutine, while it's playing, if my audio object dot is fading out, we need our audio object over here. Okay. Then we want to do one thing. Otherwise, we want to do this other thing. So this one, your volume adjustment, you're setting it equal to 0. Because you want to say your volume adjustment equals your component dot volume. And then I want to say minus 0.05F. Let's do 2 and see how fast this goes. And otherwise, you're going to say your component volume equals volume adjustment. And then you want to say, if my volume adjustment... Hey there, Icillian. How are you doing? Welcome to the channel. Yo. If you have any questions when I'm working on, don't hesitate to put them into the chat. Appreciate the support there. If my volume adjustment here is less than or equal to 0, then we're going to return out of this, right? Then I want to do my component dot stop. So that way it breaks out and then fires it. So in my game manager, just to test this, I'm just going to write a really simple coroutine. Where it's just going to yield return new, wait 4 seconds, and we want to say 5, and then I want to do a stop music. I'm looking to see what this is. That's cool, man. Thanks for sharing that. So here we're going to just wait 5 seconds and then play. So now I want to do a start coroutine called play music coroutine. So now when we start the game, why don't I hear anything? Second. I broke my bass audio manager somehow. Let's see what happens here. Come on. It's going to take just a minute here to connect. I found that if I do something like this and do a delete all breakpoints and now connect it, now it's instantaneous. So I don't understand So now we go ahead and do this just to make sure that we get this thing to play. It's never starting the title. Should be. Let's see what's happening here. It's probably where it's instantiating that object type. Audio object, audio clip is null. So that means that in here, you should be assigning it in the init. Let's try it again. See why we're not assigning that. And here's our play. Never fired the init in the title. So in my title audio manager script, let's see what's going on here, why it never fired the init. Try it again. Give it just a second. That was odd. Okay, over here we can see it's plain. We step into this. We don't have it, and now we do our init, which is a type of audio object SO. So it's not doing the right init here. Why wouldn't it be creating the right one? Let's look at what's going on here when this gets invoked from here. Try it again. Here we go. So this one's now going to try to play the audio object for my music title. We don't have it, so we create an instance here of my audio object SO. This is an audio object SO. base scriptable object is what it's going towards. It's never invoking this init. So my pattern that I've implemented in the app is an override. And I want to do a base.init of my audio item. And then if my audio item is a audio object SO, then we're going to do this stuff. Which means that on my audio object music game SO, I want to do a if my audio item is a audio object music game SO, then we're going to do this. We're going to move this has been played over here. And then we want to do my play over here, as well as my reset and everything. Play, reset, fade out. Like that. And then this. There we go. So now when I play the game, the sound should work now. There we go. Once we start the game, it should play for 5 seconds. Interesting. The please wait didn't show up, which was interesting. So we need to fix that. So this is loaded now. After 5 seconds, I think I disabled that. Audio Manager game. There. This needs to please wait now. So it started the coroutine, but then it stopped it immediately. Try it again. Should take 15 seconds here. So it's real fast right now. So when I look back at my audio manager, I really want this to go in the update method. So that we could do some kind of linear adjustment onto this. So to make that change, because I want to do like a time dot delta time something 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 times my my coefficient of movement or something like that. Equals the volume or something. Let me look at another project real quick. It's not that one. It's in my... Oh, God, where is it? Each one of the characters are created as a prefab and attached to the I don't even remember where this goes. Base moving object should have like a prefab attached to it or something. Anyways, what I'm looking for is in the update method. You have like a move towards you can use. So it's like a I want to do a Unity fade out update example. Yeah, this is what I want. This is exactly what I'm looking for. So in my audio object, I want to have another property here called public float, and this is my fade time, and we're going to say it's 1 second. Okay. And so now here in the update, I want to do a for each var item in audio objects plane. And we don't want to have any problems with that, so I'll to-list it. I want to do a instead of doing this in here, I can just do it right here. Times my time dot delta time divided by my audio object dot fade time. That stops it, this stops it, and then it destroys it, and then it removes itself. Okay, let's try it again. Just a few seconds, it should fade out. There it was. So that's perfect. So what that means now is that when we're playing this, I can do something like a in my free play manager, so I think that's called a don't you have a game over function in one of these? End game. And here I want to do a audio event handlers dot fire audio event, and I want to fire it from this game manager, and my event args is going to be a new set. And the audio object type is a play. The delay is a 0. The audio object here is, and we'll find one. And what I want to do here is I want to say audio manager dot stop music, and then I want to do a audio object equals my audio manager dot audio music games dot first or default. And I think I have something in here where we can do like a play music. By my type. needs to return that. Like this. This is a type of music, so I first want to do a stop music before we start to play it. So for test purposes, hey Demo, it's good to have you with us, man. How are you? I'm about ready to push this thing out to APK and Android for alpha. I'd love to have you as a tester if you're interested. You or your wife, either, both. What does xGUID.newGUID actually do? What does the arrow operator do? So back over here, this little bit, it's doing a query, essentially, on my array of music games. And it's first doing a selection to make sure that I get the correct type and to make sure that it has not been played. And then it randomizes them. So that's what that's doing. This is doing, it's an order by, and then it's a random GUID. And so it's completely randomizing my new list, and now I'm taking the first one. So this is my dirty shortcut way of doing a randomization of an array or of a list and just grabbing the first element. Yay for testing, says A Fallen Hope. I'm hoping you're in as well, buddy. So all you're going to do here is a play music. I want to get the first or default one where the type is equal to win end. And I'm going to do the same little trick here. So I'm going to, this is a where. This is there. And then I want to do the same thing where I do the order by a new GUID to randomize it, and then we get the first object. And then I'm going to fire my audio object here. You know it, sorry, I'm weird. Is it faster than just using new random 0 array.length? I don't know if it's faster than that. I just know it's less code for me to write, because the random, then I still have to array it, right? And then it's pretty much the same thing. It's just how do you want to do it? So I'm doing it with link and keeping things with a collection. But yeah, they do the same thing. COVID is around and I can't test. Okay, that's my story. I'm sticking to it. Can't get tested. Okay. Ooh, no one go visit A Fallen Hope. So now to test this, I'm going to make my game board very small. Yeah, they do exactly the same thing, Demo. Sorry for lurking, says Sound of Gaming. My mom made oatmeal chocolate chip cookies. Demo, actually, I think yours is more efficient because you're not generating any GUIDs, right? But yeah, we could do it that way. So let's let's just do it that way. So over here, we'll change this out to be a where, and then I want to do a to array. So this is going to be audio objects. And now I want to get my audio object equals my audio objects. And I want to get my, I want to say if my audio objects.length is greater than 0, then I want to get my singular one, which is going to be a Unity engine.random range from 0 to my audio objects.length. So there it is. Why don't you share, says a fallen hope. But a share, you get banned. Just kidding. But seriously, share some cookies. Toss us a cookie. You're the best. Okay, this is good here. So now, let's test it. So I made this board a 6x6, and let's go ahead and run it. We need to add a loading screen there. So the reason that that's not working right is that when I look at my music, scriptable objects for the game, everything except for the beginning I want to load in the background. Demo says my girlfriend will download the game tomorrow. I'm not that much of a mobile gamer. I don't feel like I have enough distractions in my life. And games on my phone will probably take away the little bit of freedom that I've reserved. Hey, Demo, you want to lose all your time? You know that Eve Echoes is available on your phone? No worries. I'll need to add her to the alpha tester list. It's not an open beta yet. No thanks. And Raid Shadow Legions. Just 1 second. Just 1 second, please. Fallen Hope says, I have a dedicated phone for this type of stuff. I mean, you kind of have to. Or at least tablet or something, you know. All right, that's fine. Okay. So now that those all loaded the background, since they're not the first song, it should work much better. It's on a custom version of Android, though. Dedicated phone for Raid Shadow Legends. Unfortunately, I don't play that one. There we go. See how fast that was? And now it should fade out. When we end the game. So let's do a lose. There we go. So that worked, but it didn't stop the other one. So in here, I create the instance of it. If it's of type music, then I want to do a stop music. But it's already been added, so I don't want to do it yet. Up here, I want to do a if instance dot audio object type is equal to music, then we want to stop music. And I can make this a little bit more streamlined by doing a play audio object here of my audio object and a 0. So in the game, we'll run it again. Been trying to code more in my free time. Since I work full-time as a developer, I feel kind of drained. But I really want to get into game development. But man, Unity is big. Yeah, Demo, I know what you're saying. Just think of it as any other IDE. Figure out like the little areas that you can start with and then grow from there. What I found with Unity is that the tools that it offers are great, but to create a full game required a different skill set with like having to do the data transference layer, the database layer, and essentially anything that you define in JSON or as objects in the game, creating them as scriptable objects or mono behaviors and that kind of an interaction. I'm in IT, I don't actually code for work, but because everyone is less than intelligent, I've stopped making all the scripts and apps. Otherwise, we'd be at the office for 4 hours. I'd rather be there than 15 minutes. Every YouTuber past 100K subs. This video was brought to you by Raid Shadow Legends. I played Raid when it was in early beta, before it became a meme. I didn't like it then, and still don't now. I'm full stack, says Demo, basically making, home pages, back end of different services. The work I do is mind-numbing to the point of headaches, basically rearranging items all day because PHP really is only a race. It's where 99% of the reviews in the Play Store and App Store have to be paid. I think that too, sometimes. I could use some reviews on No Turning Back on the Play Store, if you guys are all interested. Demo sounds wonderful now. Fix my Docker, thanks. Ever tried Docker and then kill it? Oh, ever tried Docker PS and then kill it? Actually, yes. Then rm.f, I just Docker system prune A. Yep, you got it, man. You're on it with your Docker skills. Okay, let's go to open play. We're going to try to stop this again. Good. Perfect. So this one, you can change this to be a loose end. Damn, Rob, you're so bad at your game, says Demo. I have it set to 6x6 for testing. Oh. That's perfect. Let's add one more song in here. So I'm going to add this one here as a music game over loss and one. Because you don't want it to be a match, right? A match is these two. Actually, that would probably be better. And I want this to be the one for game over single player. So when I look at my win end, I'm going to have a new one here which is called lose single player. Where'd you get your sounds from? The sound store. I'll tell you offline, Demo. I have a place where I can communicate and find what I'm looking for. So this came from an artist whose name is... I'm looking it up just a second. Jonathan Shaw is who created this music. Okay. So in here, we have this game over loss 1. Those two are for a match. We're going to say this one is a lose single player 0, which is at 1.4. The audio clip is we'll make a new folder here called lose single player, and we'll bring that one in. And then in my prefabs here, we want to bring in lose single player, lose single player, lose single player. Now you've also got your beginning, which is number 3. And then your loss for the end is here. We have 2 of them. So we'll make a new audio music called music game over loss end 1, which is at 1.4, and it's a lose end. And we want this one. I wrote just a couple of these songs too. So 2 of them I wrote, and the rest are from Jonathan Shaw. Okay. Yeah, you'll hear the ones that I wrote. I have 2 versions of them. One of them is all piano. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see which ones we like. So now when I play this again, loss and 1, loss and 1, loss and 1. I use Cakewalk. And then a bunch of VSTs. I have an all piano version and then an orchestral version. I was thinking about doing it on stream, but it's kind of hard to write music on stream just because it takes a little bit of time to get things dialed in. Okay, here we go. Yeah, it's interesting it's not playing the last one. It should be. It's just a matter of chance. Yeah, I like that. But we want to change it to be a lose single player. Yeah, I like that. Ugh. Perfect. I'm trying to get the other one to come through. It's like it's only picking some of them. Oh, because that's the one for single player. That's why. That's right. Okay. So the next thing that we want to do is we're going to take a look here at my title, and I want to see all the different places where we can click. So we'll get rid of this screen fade. And on my UI manager, I want to say that when we init, I want to do screen fade dot game object dot set active to be true. When I look at my actions, these are clicking on my UI canvas. So the actions are just going right here to my load next scene. So they're firing this scene change event. And so now what I want to do is I want to do my audio event handlers dot, and I should have a play fire audio event. And on this, I want to pass in my audio object, my audio event type, my delay, and that's it. So on this one, we're going to have a audio object SO, and this is going to be called action click audio object. And this is going to be a start event, play event. I don't like putting these on the UI script directly, but this is okay. The other one I want to have is a panel click audio object. Let's get rid of this for now. So let's add those sound effects here. So we're going to open up the prefab. And this is going to be a sound effect for the click. So I want to make a new audio basic called SFX title action select. So I don't think we want that. I think we want a step. Kind of like that one. Let's try that. That one. Low, long. And this is a sound effect. We don't want these things to fluctuate with their sounds, so we want them to be 1-1. See you later, Sound of Gaming. Thanks for kicking it with us. I'm sure I'll see you again real soon. Okay, that's good to go. So now we have our action click button. Okay, we have our loading container. That doesn't have anything. Our notification panel has got 2 buttons on it. that are clicking on my notification panel script. So I want to have here a panel click audio object. And I want to do a audio event handlers dot fire audio event from here. We're going to pass in a new args, which is a play. My audio object is a panel click audio object. My delay is 0. We're going to do the same thing on button 2. We've got our username panel. That's got a submit button. So over here, we're going to do the same thing. Public audio object SO panel audio panel clicked audio object. And that one is here. So now when we run this again, it didn't play it. So back over here in my UI script, where I select an action, should have played it, but it's because it loaded the next scene so quickly. This makes me unhappy. I almost think our audio manager should be a singleton and a don't destroy on load, because I want it to play things between scenes. Okay. So when I look at my free play audio manager, we can scrap this one. When I look at my practice one, we can scrap this one. When I look at my base game audio manager, we can get rid of this abstract. And we're going to move this stuff into this class. These, I almost want to make these in the database, which I probably should. So this one will move over here. And we're just going to call this Audio Manager. Hold on. If I look at my title manager, that's a base manager with a type of audio manager on it. So here we're going to say audio manager equals your globals manager dot audio manager. So up here we're going to move this one to be on the global. And then I want to have a public static audio manager called audio manager. And so we're going to say audio manager equals audio manager. And this is only a get. We'll just do that. Now that won't work right, because you want to do a public static audio manager called audio manager, and you want to return a find object of type audio manager. So this is now a protected audio manager, like that. Okay, so we've got a bunch of errors to fix now. We don't have any of this anymore. This is now a audio manager.play music. And this wants to know what type of music that we're playing. So I'm going to add up here a new audio object SO called title music. And then I'm going to do a audio event handlers dot fire audio event, and we want to pass in a new audio event args for my play. The audio object is the title music. The delay is 0. Additionally, I want to have in my awake a audio event handlers dot audio event plus equals to on audio event. And then we'll dispose of that down here. And I just want to do a switch on my args dot audio event type. And if it's that, then I want to do a audio manager dot play audio object of my args dot audio object and then my args dot delay. Now I believe that I can put this here as a public override dispose. Like that. Okay. So now this thing wants these base audio managers, which we no longer have. And then again here. And we want to play the music here for the beginning. Now this, I need to get them out of my database. So we have a scriptable object factory dot and I want to create a new object type in here called public static type of audio object SO, audio object music game SO, create this is where you're creating an instance of it. So you've already done that. But you're getting this off of your scriptable object factory.asset database. So I want to have a get audio object music game SO. Audio object music game type. And all I want to do here is return my asset database dot scriptable objects. If I look at my asset database, I should have these categories mapped out here. So I could get one here where my type is of a audio object music game SO called audio objects music game. Like that. And we want to get the where my audio object music game type is equal to audio object music game type. This has been played as false. So this is going to be my SOs. And I want to say if my SOs dot count is less than or equal to 0, then I want to go through each one of my, for each var item in your asset database dot audio objects music game, I want to do item dot reset. And then I want to do this again. And we're going to do a order by like that. And we'll do a first or default. And we're going to say if this is equal to null, then we're going to reset every item, and then we're going to get it again. So this is going to be a one of these called SO. And then we're going to have a do. And if it's null, then we're going to reset each item and then loop again while your SO is equal to null. And then I want to return my SO. Now I want to do a so.set play, and that's grabbing the one from the, where is this being utilized? Here. So you haven't created an instance of it. You do that later. So now you're going to do a get audio object music game of my audio object music game type. And then I want to do my audio object.play. So over here, title audio manager script needs to go away. On my base game manager online, we can get rid of this AM. And probably the same for the offline one too. No, I've already done it. You don't need this because you're already doing it. Battle Audio Manager needs to go away. Same with that one. And this one here. And this one. And this one. Let's see how close we got. Oh, and now you're telling it here to play another song. So here we could say, if my args.audio object is a audio object music game SO of C, and it's not is game over, then I want to do a Then we want to do a audio manager.play music. And here we're going to do a base.on audio event of my sender and the args, and do this as an override. And then I want to do a protected virtual void get audio object music game type current. We're going to do that a little different. I'm going to do that down here. Just as a public audio object music game type. No, it's better the other way. It's more efficient. And right now I just want to return my beginning. And now here what you want to do is a scriptable object factory.get audio object music game of the type lose single player. Which is called a audio object. In my global manager, I want to have a private static audio manager called audio manager. And I want to say if audio manager is equal to null, then we want to do audio manager equals this, and then we want to return my audio manager. Like that. And I think we're good to go now. Okay, so it's a little different now, so we need to update our prefabs and things. So for example, these three audio managers don't exist. In my global here, we have a audio manager which needs to be a singleton of T, which is my audio manager. object. That all looks right. My base game manager. Where is that happening? We should have a destroy on scene change, which is used right here. And so now in my base manager where we have my audio manager, that's fine. That's privately set now. So in title, we have our audio manager. Which needs to be referenced by my global manager. No, it does it with that find. And now for each one of these scenes, we can get rid of these ones that we no longer need. And we give it another run. Okay, my audio manager started, but my title manager didn't have anything assigned for the title music. So that's right here. There we go. We need a wait, please wait loading there. It's interesting that it froze up though. Did it lock up on me? Let's open that again. Give it just a second to load. We'll run it. There's the audio manager, that's right. What did I do to it? Where's my do loop? Is it just spinning here indefinitely? That's exactly what it's doing. So the reason it's failing is because we open Unity back up. Is because over here in Unity, we want to change the database here to include my new musics, titles, sound effects. There it is. It's interesting, this got screwed up when I did maximum, or no, it was just loading. But did it never start? Doesn't look like it ever started. So if I look back where this is being instantiated, this is returning your SO. And then you want to play it, right? Which is going to fire the coroutine, go back to the game manager, come back here, and then run play audio object. Why is that so scratchy? Did it lock up here now? I feel like this locked up. Just every single thing is just going down. Okay, so now, where was I? I was trying to figure out why that music didn't play. So in the base game manager, we do this start music, which starts my audio manager. Which I'm setting here to be the globals. So that should be fine. So these microphones are just crap. All right, let me make that one a little bit hotter because we'll just stay with this microphone for now, and then if I need to, we'll turn on the scratchy one. One scratches, the other one goes in and out. All right, here we go. There it is. So we're going to play the music. It should start my audio manager, which stops my current music. And then we're going to get my SO. Why is it getting this so many times? So you're playing it. It's right here. Because you're saying that when it stops, you're going to start playing another tune. Let's try that. There we go. Perfect. So when you start the game, you almost want to wait just a second. Well, let me think about it. We could set up another go. Which might be kind of fun. But in either case, let's I'm going to make a new object type here. And I want this to be an audio object. Piece. Placed. SO. Now, for this, I just want to have the ID for which one it is. I almost want to make this customizable per the character, but for now we'll start easy. And I just want to have a type. And it's going to be either a local or an opponent. And these are only temporary. Okay. And so that means that down here in my game manager on piece placed event, I want to say if my args dot action draw piece actual dot lines dot length dot line count is greater than 0, then we want to do this. Otherwise, we want to do a audio manager dot fire audio event. Come on, microphone. I know you can work better than this. This is terrible. It's like all my audio equipment is breaking. Sorry, it's called audio event handlers dot fire audio event. And we're going to change this to be called and the piece that we're going to play is a scriptable object factory dot get, and we're going to pick this one here. And I want to make a new version of this called get audio object piece placed SO. And it's just going to be a audio object piece place type. Like that. Okay. And we want to do this where my type is the one that we have here. And this one is going to be if my args dot match player board dot match player dot game player dot player ID is equal to my you have something in here called is local player. That's in your player SOs, which you're assigning to your game object. So this is the local player. This is the opponent. And we're going to say that this is a audio object piece placed SO. We can probably do some fancy refactoring on this to make this take less space. Like that. And then pass it in right there. And now just for short, we're going to create a new audio object piece place called SFX game piece placed local. And we're going to do another one called SFX game piece placed opponent. And again, these are temporary. We're going to add these here. These are sound effects. And my clips are going to be well, let me look at these ones because I think we have a step down. I like those too. So this one will be local. And this one will be opponent. Just for now. Interesting, it played a whole lot of them. Why would it have done that? We're going to watch it on the audio manager. We should see these things change our audio sources. Is it playing two at one time? Yeah, it is. So we're getting two events here. It's coming from the board script. Let's attach it to Unity and try it again. It played two still. That's so weird that it's doing that. Is it because these sound effects are changed there? I think so. So this one was the one I wrote. So over here, we want this to be 1. We're not sure if we're even going to use it. Yeah, we're still getting 2 of them. We'll try it again here. Okay, hold on. Did you see that too? I know what I saw there. So, are there two instances of this now, is what the problem is? Yeah, it's like there's two instances of the audio manager now. There it is. That's why. There are two. We don't need this here. Weird. Real weird. Okay. That should be fixed now. So in here, we're going to take these pieces and change them to be a 0.8 and a 1.2. There we go. Okay, so now what we want to do is we're going to change this to be like a 0.9 and a 1.1. We don't want them to be very much different. And then when this reloads, we're going to go as a practice. Interesting. It looks like those sparkles are not in the right order for when we get a line. Just real quick. I look at my prefabs for particles. This is my piece placed effect. And my renderer is at sparkle material by distance 10. That looks right. That's at 10. That's at 0. Is it just this 10? Okay, let's go ahead and not have any changes here. Nope, not there yet. So when I look at this, some of them are in front and some are behind. So we're going to look at our scene here as this way, so I can look and see why we have this error. And you can see that the particle system is not at the right location. It's currently at 20. We want it to be at Looks like all of them could be moved forward more. Does that make the difference? Do you think so? It's just a couple of points. Line burst effect is at 20. Piece placed effect is at 20. On the prefab manager. And if I look at the individual block, that's at piece layer 5. I feel like they're still going behind sometimes. Let's just try that, see what happens. Now they're behind everything. So let's do it again, but go the other direction. Come on. Everything's on top again. And now these are all on top. So that was it. Okay. So we've made pretty good headway. I'm going to go ahead and commit this here as Gem Wars 31. My time will be 65 minutes. My comment will be added music and SFX. Like that. And I'll commit that out. And we'll push that out to 31 out on the server. So as for me, I'm out of time. Thanks for staying with me today. I'll try to be back tomorrow morning at 5:30. If not, it'll be a little bit later in the week. If you have any questions, we're always available at the Discord, discord.pixelhorrorstudios.com. And I put all these videos up at youtube.pixelhorrorstudios.com. Appreciate it so much, guys, and I'll see you a little bit later. Bye.